Hello and welcome back to episode 5 of Liverpool Stopping the Rot. And just before we get into this, if my voice goes, yeah, we've got bugs in the house again. Went away for our little holiday, and most of the group who didn't have COVID before had it in a fairly recent time have got COVID. I've got a cough and a bit of a cough, more of a cold, more of a sore throat. So far testing negative, but absolutely rotten. It's back, running stopped again. I got one back in after the holiday, and then had to stop again, so absolutely fantastic. Yeah, as I said, we're back with episode 5. Last time out, we lost to Man United and drew with Sheffield Wednesday. Not a great episode, in all fairness. Today we take on Dynamo Kiev, which I think is the second leg of the UEFA Cup, I believe. And we've also got Southampton. We might take on Palace if we've got time as well. If you are new around the channel, please drop a sub down below, and if you're liking the content, please smash the like button as well. So let's get a look in at what we've done since last episode. We pulled the plug on the Danielson transfer. Again, he was still wanting 50 grand a week. I didn't feel like he was worth that. He's good, but we don't need him that badly that I'm willing to sort of put ourselves in a bit of financial jeopardy and sign someone for the sake of it. If someone else comes in for him, we might have to then look at it again and hope that he chooses us this time, a bit unlike Lyon, who chose PSG. We started off with Blackburn, though. We got a 3-1 goal. Their goal immediately came again after we made our 3 subs. As you can see, 65, 65, 65. And it wasn't immediately, but it certainly felt like it. But goals from Riedler. 2 goals from Riedler, 1 from Owen. Martin Darlene with the goal for them, and it was their only shot on target. So a bit harsh that we should have had the clean sheet there, but 3 points are 3 points at the end of the day, aren't they? We then grabbed a 2-1 win at home to Dynamo Kiev. Not the best game. We should have been clear out winners in this game. We absolutely bombarded them. We did rotate slightly in this game. Not completely, but slightly. We just rested a few players. It was very close on the back of the Blackburn game, and I think quite close to the next game as well. But Redknapp and Riedler getting the goals. 80th minute, the winner for us. But Sergei Rebrov grabbing the goal for them. Yeah, we absolutely bombarded them, and it was a bit harsh to not only get a 2-1 win, but you know, they got the away goals played with. But I'm hoping if we've got a full strength team out, which I think we can do, then we can. It's Saturday to Tuesday and then Saturday, so we don't have to rest too much, I don't think. And I think I did rest a little bit in the Villa game, possibly. We'll have a look in a moment. But then we went on to Villa, a 2-1 win again. And again, we needed a bit of a rescue here. So Brayson scored for them to level the game, but B&B grabbing the goals for us. Biscord and Berger. Biscord, I want to say he was off the bench, but I don't think he did what he was. I think he started. I think we've got a suspension to McManaman. No, we've got a long-term injury, I think, to McManaman. We'll have a look at that in a moment. I think it happened last episode in actual fact, but I don't know if we saw the duration of it. But then, yeah, we had Aston Villa. No, not particularly a rotated team, full-strength team. 2 goals for Riedler, 1 for Owen, 1 for Leonardson. Yeah, pretty handy result against a team we always do quite well, but it's a bit of a routine win in the end. Anyway, but yeah, we're up to Dynamo Kiev now. We've got a away tie on the Tuesday. Hopefully we can do something in this game. So we have got some players missing. No one that was. Biscord is now injured as well. He's out for a couple of days, so he's cup tied anyway. I think Leon Hardson's in that spot. Let's have a look at the tactics. He is. Other than that, I think we're full strength. Owen and Riedler. Berger, yeah, I think that looks about right. It's about as good as we can get out, I think. Yeah, it's pretty decent. So let's jump into the game. And I'm hoping to try and record 2 episodes back to back today. I was certainly hoping to record 2 or 3, just so we're not feeling very well. It opened up a bit more time potentially for me to do that, but that's kind of not gone to plan for various reasons. Life, it gets in the way. But yeah, we go. We'll definitely get the one. I've got a few to. I mean, obviously, as you're watching this, it's irrelevant because they've already been released. But I've got a whole. I haven't edited up to this point, so I've recorded all these episodes. I haven't edited any of them yet. I've been sort of falling back on my laurels a little bit, having the lockdown challenge still to play out. As we've lost Kavame in the 35th minute, it's no worry. We've got John O'Connor can come in. Hopefully, he can terminate. Oh, an injury there. I didn't see who it was. Hopefully, he can terminate Dynamo Kiev, not in that way obviously, because obviously it's very topical at the moment. We're just happy to get through against Dynamo Kiev. As Riedler grabs a goal, that's the away goal. That should be enough to see off the challenge. And what's their stadium called? Republican. Didn't know that was their stadium. I thought they played at the Olympi Stadion or Olympic Stadium or something. I thought it was one of those, but looks like we are just going to stroll through for a 1-0 win. Stroll through to the next round. We've got another chance. Don't quite take it. Let's make some subs. Who is struggling? if we look at player stats, fitness, who took up the knock? So we've got Hughes struggling for fitness. We've got Gerrard a little bit, and we've got Berger. I would say Berger needs to come off. Berger and Owen, I would say, need to come off here, which Fowler was probably going to be one anyway, and Berger for Danny Murphy. No doubt they'll score now because we've just made some subs. That seems to be happening, a bit of a theme at the moment. Fowler, and that's a theme as well, missing chances. Fowler, a few games we've drawn recently, he's had some gilt-edged chances off the bench, all games he started, and he's just missed them. It's just not been very good. So we're through to the 5th round. Might even be no, it's not the quarterfinals yet, is it? I don't think. We'll see. We'll see who we're going to get. It is the quarterfinals, so we're through to the UEFA Cup quarterfinals. We're in December already, it's mad. And we get Ajax. Wow, okay, obviously 1997, they were still a very, very, very good team. Very good team indeed. They're playing a 3-1-3-3. Interesting, okay. Our lads are up front. We mentioned him, I think, in a look around the managers. Where are they? Where were they then? Video. He's obviously now manager of West Brom, is it? Someone in the Championship. It escapes me. That was weeks ago. I actually recorded that. But we could Dundee would have been the one. I think that would have been the team we would have wanted there. Lazio, Schalke. It's getting to the nitty gritty now. Ronaldo's in there for Inter Milan, of course, a very good team there. Yeah, let's move on. So let's have a look how that. Oh, he's out. He's picked up that injury. 15 months for Gvarme. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, aren't we glad we bought those defenders now? We might have to look in January. I think we can still buy, actually. But obviously we're going to put Robert Page in. He's cup tied, so we won't be able to play in Europe. When do we play Ajax? He might be eligible by that point. It's a while away. It's March. Okay, so we've got a long, long way to worry about that. Obviously, he's not going to be back. Berger should be back unless he gets another injury in that time. But we've got, obviously, FA Cup coming up. We're out the League Cup. We've got Man City in the FA Cup. Yeah, let's jump into the next game. I'll come back when that loads up, which is, I think, probably one click or two. But we'll see. Back in a sec. Okay, here we are, back on the 20th. It's a bit more than a click because it was an international window. So we had Steven Gerrard recover from an injury, which I didn't even see happen. We knew his fitness was down that last game, but I didn't see it reported as an injury. I think it was a wrist problem. He's back. Whether he's fit, I don't know. Lee Hughes got injured and has come back. Again, don't know if he's going to be fit. We'll have a look at the lineup in a sec, what we can do. Obviously, we know Kavame is going to be gone for a while. That wasn't even playing. That was a broken leg about a year. It said 15 months. I mean, does it not show 15 months? Is it just say a year? I can't remember. He's been playing very well, though, so that's very disappointing. Biscord is back. Gerrard is fine. He's fit and firing. And let's have a look. Lee Hughes, how's he doing? He's on 97. He's probably okay, but we have got Kieran Dyer waiting in the wings on the bench if we need him. We've got Bjornby if we need him as well. We're pretty stocked in that regard. Let's see if there's anything else we need to do. I don't think so. I think we're looking good. Let's have a look at condition. I think we can see condition. Is it physical condition? Who's struggling? I mean, Lee Hughes is the only one that's not 100%. So we'll rock on with that. We've got Southampton. They did just beat, I think, Newcastle in the league. So they're on a bit of a high, but they obviously have only played a couple of days ago. So they could be a bit tired. Could be a bit fatigued coming into this game. We'll have a look. I just talked about the need for maybe buy defender in January. I've just realised we've got Heidenstrom technically. Again, cup tied, but he can cover there if need be as well. I mean, obviously anyone we buy now is going to be cup tied anyway, potentially for Europe. So these players that we've signed before the last couple of rounds got more chance of coming back in. And obviously Heidenstrom's not played in Europe, so he's not going to be cup tied in that regard. He's more just maybe missing a deadline. Looks like Gerrard's just made it 1-0. And I have been thinking about the sort of the outcome for this save, and part of my thinking was maybe just trying to, get to about 2005 when Liverpool won the Champions League and just seeing if we can have as many Champions Leagues under the belt as they did, which I think that made it their number 5. So I think they're on 4 now, aren't they? So Riedler's scored on the 39th minute, but right before half time they pull one back. So my thinking is to try and get that 5th Champions League. Now that might be, I don't know. I want to say easy. It's not going to be easy. We're missing a season straight away, not being in the Champions League. We've got to win the league to get into, or finish second this year to get into it. Michael Owen makes it 3-1. There's that. Obviously, in that time they won sort of the 5 trophies in like a calendar year. So they obviously won the UEFA Cup. They won the League Cup, FA Cup, Super Cup. Was there a No, there wasn't a Champions League in there as well. And obviously 2004, 2005, whatever it was, won the Champions League. There's a lot of cups and stuff that were, kind of around the start of the Houllier period, which would be about 5 years from now. 4 or 5 years from now. So I don't know. That's maybe something we can look to aim to do, is to go towards 2005-ish and try and see how we compare against, Gerard Houllier and what he did. And obviously then Benitez sort of started to come through as well, which when the Champions League come through. As we get to 8.5 minutes, I was about to make a change, but we've missed it. It doesn't matter. We've got a 4-1 win. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. I've probably mentioned it in one of the other videos previously. Like I say, I've recorded them over the last couple of weeks. Mark Kennedy on the pitch there with a 5. That's things you love to see. Yeah, so I might have asked previously, but if you do have any ideas, where this, what we can judge this as being a challenge or being a save against, then let me know. Maybe we just run out the players before we get all the regens start coming in, because it's probably going to be a lot of the same similar regens that I've used previously. George Weah and Maldini, all those ones. Let's be honest, Man United possibly dropped points. No, they won. How are we above them? Were we already above them? I think they might have dropped last episode. I think they drew a game last episode, or somewhere in between. Yeah, so our goals against is sort of getting up there, creeping up. Tottenham and Man United are very good in the defensive side of things, but we've got double the amount of goals, 64. We're just over the halfway point, and we've got over 64 goals. So we're looking for way over 100 goals this season. And looking at the time, we might be able to squeeze just one more game in here, which would be Crystal Palace in a week, which is all good. And then that would open up me doing a January back-to-back episode. And it looks like there's not a huge amount of games in January. I'm not too sure why. There's an FA Cup game. We've got Arsenal in there. That might be worth looking at. But we'll come back in a week for the Crystal Palace game. See you shortly. Okay, we're on Saturday. McManaman's just back from injury, but he's only on 70%, so he won't be playing. Man United did just win 3-0 against someone. Let's have a look. West Ham, who are 19th, so not surprising. Scholes and Solskjaer in the game this time. So I don't know why Sheringham wasn't playing. Is he injured or injured? How long is he out for? Just a few days, so he's not going to miss too many games. Andy Cole's not really getting a look in there. Ryan Giggs having a good season. David Beckham having a good season. Are they playing a 4-4-2? They are playing a 4-4-2. Ben Thornley played in that game. Giggs played in the middle. Giggs played in the number 8 role. Who's missing for that? Keane. Butt perhaps. Butt was missing. He's injured. How long's he out for? 6 months of a broken leg. So they haven't really got a centre midfielder. They're playing Giggs. That could be something that over the long term maybe could hurt them. Maybe. Brad Friedel had his work permit renewed as well, so that's good. And I think we're going to pretty much stick where we were. Man United, Barcelona, Milan, Juventus all want Steve McManaman. Obviously, it'd been not too far after here now. He'd be going to Real Madrid on a free transfer. We're not going to allow that to happen. And I think he pretty much won the Champions League within a year or two, didn't he? Obviously, Liverpool went a few years after that, but he was already on the decline and back with Man City, I think, by the time that happened. But Crystal Palace, I didn't see where they were in the league, but we've got to respect them. We've got to just hope that, we may concede a couple, but as long as we score 3 or 4, we'll be okay. That's what we do. You can score 1 or 2, but we'll score 3 or 4. And, we've let one in. A minute later, was it Dean Gordon? Did I see his name? Bruce Dyer. Oh, and immediately, same minute, we've got one back. I think it's an OG. Is that Gordon? No, it's Linegan. Former Arsenal defender. Never rated him particularly. Andy Linegan. Didn't know too much about him, in all honesty, but he was around the sort of time I started supporting Arsenal, but, well, maybe a bit after I started supporting Arsenal. I don't really know when he joined or where he joined from. I don't know too much about him. I just remember him not being very good. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just misremembering or, judging him against the fact that we had like Steve Bold and Tony Adams, and I think O'Leary was still floating around, towards the end as well. But we're 3-1 up now, 24 minutes, Riedler. Starting to put a bit of a stamp on the game. Riedler has another chance, hits the bar, I think. Lombardo books. I remember him signing for Palace. That was absolutely incredible, Lombardo signing for Palace. Obviously, he was towards the end of his career by then, but in 37 minutes. Yeah, towards the end of his career, but it was still, I loved Lombardo. I remember my dad used to come out with these random things. I'd never really hear him talk too much about football, but then he just suddenly bust out a name that he had no reason to know or mention. And Lombardo was like, oh, Lombardo, he signed for... It's like, what? How do you know about Lombardo? Like, the stuff... He's very much of his sort of 60s, 70s maybe 80s football. As it got towards sort of Premier League, he supports Chelsea, but he kind of started, the interest started losing by that point. And I could empathise with that a little bit, because my football interest isn't what it used to be. I would say the Premier League in the last sort of 10 years is part of the reason that the way it's gone, the money and the stuff like that. And the Premier League maybe for some people was like that for them back then. Actually starting, so yeah, he lost, but he just he liked George Best and Maradona. He didn't really like Maradona actually. He appreciated him but didn't like him. But George Best, there's a few others. Chopper Harris is a Chelsea fan, obviously, but we've got the 5-2 win. But yeah, he just bust out these names, and Lombardo was one of them, and I just don't even know where it came from. I might ask him next time I speak to him, next time I'm around there. Well, how do you know about Lombardo? You probably don't even remember who he is, but 5-2, good win. And we are back on top of the tree, back on top of the table. Palace, they're down in relegation. Palace, Selhurst, battle going on there at 17th and 18th, 1 point separating them. Chelsea are down there, Southampton. Chelsea always seem to struggle in this game. They've already sacked their manager. I think they've got Roy Hodgson. They have. Sacked by Blackburn. Let's see, job changes. Doesn't say... Just as appointed, so maybe he wasn't sacked. He just left Blackburn to go to Chelsea. But where does that leave us for the next episode? So I think we said we can just back on, because we'll be in January now. We're over the Christmas period, aren't we? So we've got the FA Cup third round just after. We've got Arsenal as well, and Wimbledon, and then that pretty much wraps up January. Yeah, I think we'll go with that then. We're just gonna end this episode, and I'm literally gonna press the button once, come back for the FA Cup and carry on and record the next episode. So if you have enjoyed today's episode, smash that like button. If you are new around here, hit the subscription button, and hopefully my voice holds out to record that next episode. But either way, it'll be up no matter when I record it. And until that time, I'll see you later. Take care. Goodbye.